Sada. We're here at Dreamforce 2024. How's your event going so far?
I think you can look around, the energy levels are very high. There is a greater participation, as I can see empirically, compared to what it was last year. A lot more excitement in the air with some real stuff that Salesforce is trying to push. And I can see a comeback to the Dreamforce spirit, so to say. Typically, this is the event where we see new innovations, announcements, and new set of teams getting formed for potentially next year budget exercise. And I can see it back in action in full swing.
Amazing. And today we're going to talk about a few topics: GenAI, total experience, the importance of strategic partnerships like with Salesforce. To start with, let's talk about GenAI.
Yes.
And how it's reshaping enterprise solutions. And how is HCLTech ensuring that our SaaS offerings are in line with this innovation and transformation, particularly when it comes to driving transformation scale and operational excellence?
Yeah, I think, we are working at multiple levels. One is obviously we have the AI Foundry, which sets up the foundation for how AI initiatives should be directed within enterprises. Plus AI Force to provide the flexibility for customers to try various options and create solutions looking on the shoulders of giants, so to say. That means we build on what is already available there. But having said that, from a SaaS standpoint, when we looked around, particularly there is a McKinsey research that talks very clearly about almost 70% of the GenAI happening around front office solutions, carrying the best in class value to enterprises. I think that is where the Salesforce as well as the SaaS solutions are clearly focused on. And towards that, we are looked into the entire spectrum of solutions on SaaS and how we can create a differentiated value leveraging GenAI. And that has been a journey that we're in for the last, several quarters. And we have noticed several solutions are resonating with our customers and partners. And that is a journey that we are quite aggressively pursuing.
AI and GenAI are certainly the topics of the moment, but they're not without their concerns. HCLTech's recent cloud research found that when implementing AI and GenAI, 38% of enterprises were concerned about data security, 33% were concerned about data quality and accessibility, and 32% were concerned about regulatory compliance. So how can organizations mitigate those factors, and how can they create a roadmap to responsible GenAI success?
So I think, we are sitting in Dreamforce here. We'll take this company that is driving this event, Salesforce as an example. Their platform, for example, all the questions that you asked about, how do you sort of first get the data right? So I think there are three things Salesforce is doing. So one is ability to integrate with the frontier LLMs, and therefore our solutions by extension sit on top of what Salesforce provides. Therefore it becomes important to discuss what Salesforce does. Ability to integrate with frontier LLMs, ability to bring any LLM, because the data models inside Salesforce have got the sanity filter sort of laid out, and ability to create innovative solutions basis zero data copy, which means that we are able to get, even data from sources, outside Salesforce platform, so that you have the broad width of data on which your GenAI solutions can sort of begin to generate the right types of options for customers. Now, in doing this, we also need to understand that the business processes can be the biggest differentiator here. Whether it is not just a technically regenerating solutions out of the LLMs or the data models, but also ability to infuse the right type of business process there towards getting the best-in-class value, and that is where our efforts are focused towards. And when you work with industry-grade platform like Salesforce, the regulations are something that are built inside, both the general set of regulations as well as the AI-centric regulations. And also when you begin to look at the advancements that come out of the Silicon Valley, which is leading in terms of GenAI, the ability to integrate the latest, the greatest, and the ability to do that in the most responsible way is something that platforms like Salesforce drive very responsibly, and we are able to drive solutions around those platforms that much more responsibly.
So looking at another report that HCLTech has launched, the Blueprint for Total Experience, that found that around 2/3 of organizations are focusing on GenAI to help them enhance experience for their employees, for their customers. Can you comment in more detail about that and how GenAI actually improves total experience?
Absolutely. See, if you look at the core of what we say in total experience, we got multiple strands of processes that got a new leg, a new lease of life, a new avatar post-pandemic. They were all moving at different paces, and they were all having different, objectives before the pandemic. The pandemic, as a blessing in disguise, brought all these processes together to create greater value for the customers, and the enterprises thought that was the best way to get more competitive. And that was the basis on which our total experience, we were able to take it to the customers, integrating that particular moment along with the ability to integrate with technology, process, business insights. Now, when GenAI came, it created a new amplifier for each of those processes, plus the ability to span across those processes and create a new synthesis, a new ability to drive insights coming out of those processes, which multiplied the ability for enterprises to create larger value for their customers. And that is going to be of, an order of magnitude different from what existed even a few years back. So I would say that it is like a double engine that has sort of really shot the power of enterprises to create larger value for customers. One is the total experience on GenAI. That's a double engine that's powering a lot of new things which were unthinkable even a few years back.
The two pivots. The report also found that only 16% of organizations are considered leaders in creating integrated experiences. So what are they doing differently to put them in that position? And how is HCLTech employing strategies to help our clients become experts in delivering total experience strategies?
Absolutely. See, I think the first thing to remember is, not many enterprises can do all things in an identical fashion. So there are only chosen a few who really understand the rhythm and the type of deep pivots that they need to take in order to maximize the impact total experience can provide them. For example, many of these leaders that we see, the 16% that you spoke about, they, by and large, look at customer experience as the primary gate through which they look at how the organization is delivering success. By working backwards from customer experience as the primary goal, they're able to integrate their processes, align their organizational objectives, align their organizational goals, align the various entities that need to come together to drive value to customers, and subordinate that to the overall goal of driving customer experience as the goal, which is actually a replica of the total experience that you talk about, given the fact that multiple processes flow into driving the best-in-class experience to customers. Now, what does HCLTech do? So HCLTech absolutely is the biggest proponent of at this moment. But not only that, given the type of partnerships, given the types of consulting expertise that we have, given the type of varied experiences that we have in driving such solutions across geographies, across different industries, across different type of business model pursuits, we're able to blend these experiences together and create a body of knowledge that makes it easy for new enterprises in this journey to embrace total experience moment much more powerfully in a much more pronounced way. And for those enterprises already in that journey, they can benchmark in terms of where they stand, and therefore that provides them the opportunity to keep continually improving on that journey in the best possible way.
On the topic of partnerships, can you talk about what inspired the integration of Salesforce and HCLTech to create solutions that drive personalization at scale?
There are three things here. See, one is Obviously, Salesforce is the number one SaaS platform in the world, and the platform that possibly has maximum data about what customers do for their customers. So when that data becomes so critical for an organization's success, whatever they want to drive towards success will have to leverage that data and create experiences around the data. When we are running this Salesforce practice for the last 15 years or so, we have developed the wingspan to cover the gamut of services around Salesforce, around the various Salesforce clouds. And when we begin to leverage that data, begin to integrate our total experience expertise there, we're able to create that best in-the-face peak solution to the customers. And that is something that is resonating well. And given the pace at which Salesforce releases new sets of offerings, given the readiness that we have in terms of driving total experience solutions, we're able to get to our customers in the best possible solutions, in the quickest, in the best way that they can consume. And that is a journey that we are together with Salesforce and customers, along with the type of templates, the benchmarks, and the possibilities that we together explore.
And Agentforce is a solution that's just been announced by Salesforce, and HCLTech has worked with them on 5 use cases. Can you comment on some of those?
Yeah, I think, Agentforce is really a culmination of a degree of AI efforts that have been happening. In fact, we heard Salesforce call it the third wave of AI as they launched it yesterday. And it is our pleasure that we have been able to collaborate very closely with Salesforce in the partner advisory boards, working with the engineering teams, with the early, test pilots that Salesforce and we together launched to our customers. For example, for a financial services customer, through Agentforce, we have been able to provide options for customers that never existed. For example, customers with having a healthy bank balance in a CD, in an account for more than 6 months, automatically converting it to a CD. Or for employees who are actually leaving the enterprises or leaving the locations, getting the offboarding process, including, let's say, a trivial thing like, getting the laptop returns automatically enabled. So these types of, Agentforce's initiatives, we've been able to do at scale inside enterprises. That is a key difference here. What would have taken multiple hands to come together, multiple transactions, multiple follow-ups to come together, multiple processes to come together, we've been able to sort of trigger those, automatically, effortlessly to create a seamless experience, and that provides an order of magnitude productivity difference for those enterprises, which is what we have been able to demonstrate right off the bat to large enterprises as we speak now.
That's great. It's effectively actioning AI.
Absolutely. The actionable AI, which is GenAI plus Action AI, now it's actually morphing into the third way of AI, providing those actionables which are implicit inside the system, but making it a reality, at real time.
And finally, how important do you think strategic partnerships and embracing the ecosystem is in delivering better employee engagement, better customer experience, and overall better business value?
See, I think the whole world is connected is well known. That is a glitch. But I would say the AI world, all these major names, they're actually taking very concerted approach towards advancing the state of the art. It will be very difficult for one company or one enterprise to say that they are the signpost of success here. So it's become very imperative to marry these initiatives, all happening at blistering pace, real time, and create a certain flavor in terms of the winning edge for our enterprises. And that is why collaboration with Salesforce and the ecosystem partners here become very critical, and they're really advancing the state of the art, at blistering space. And therefore, it becomes important for us to be part of their initiatives before they announce, be part of their initiatives as they announce, be part of the early pilots, and bring our customers' problems, bring our customers' opportunities together so that we're able to get that winning edge in real time for our customers. And that's a journey that we want to invest more deeply and we are already there fairly well established, and we want to do more of that.
Sada, thank you very much. It was great to see you again.
Thank you. Always a pleasure talking to you.